Hello everyone, welcome back to Diecast Dreams. Today we are unboxing a lovely model from Solido. This is a BMW E46 M3 model. It's in this beautiful gold color. So I recently got it this year. This is a licensed product. And the box is the usual box from Solido. The box which has this lovely display, transparent display, so you can see the car. So let's quickly unbox it and let's review this model. So this is the model. Let's remove the tapes from underneath the car. So let's get started. Let's take a look from the front of the model. This is a very unique design from BMW. It's one of the classiest M3 ever, probably after E30. It looks very gorgeous in this shade. It's a golden shade, not a golden shade, I don't know what it's called. It's yellow or some kind of shade, but it looks very nice and real. I don't know how it looks here in the video with flash, but it looks very nice, very stylish. Solido has done a well detailed proportionate model. The proportions are almost real, if you can say that. The alloys look great, but let's take a closer look at each and every aspect. So let's begin with the front of the car. And as you can see in the front, the headlights are very sharp. They look absolutely great. The front kidney grille, also looks great. This is one of the better looking BMWs with that grille. I know the current generation grills are very subjective to views. They don't look good, some people say it gets over the time, but this grill is one of the best ever made from BMW. This is one of the classiest grills from BMW. So on the model, if you can see, this grill is not perforated, meaning it's a solid block of plastic. Obviously it's Solido, so the engine doesn't open here. The hood doesn't open, so you can't see the engine, and probably that's why the grill is not perforated. It's a block of plastic. Even the lower air vents are blocked. It's just pieces of plastic. The fog lamps look good. They're well detailed. Headlights look great, very sharp, very well detailed, with the indicators or the blinkers here. So absolute details. The logo on the hood is great. It's a 3D logo, meaning it's a different piece attached there, so it's not a imprint or something. It's just kind of a piece attached there. So all these details are great. Looks very sharp. Let's move to the side profile. The side of this model is highlighted by this wheel arches which are bulging out. That's the M3 design language. It looks great. And let's take a look at the wheels a little closer. So these alloys are absolutely smashing. It's just killer to look at these alloys. The matte silver finish is great. Looks absolutely beautiful. The 5-wheel lug nuts look great. So all these details, small details, are very well done by Solido, so must appreciate them for that. The center wheel cap is also great. BMW looks good. The wheel spins and it does rotate, so it has the steering functionality. So if you can see, the wheel rotates, so that's good. Moving on, we have the M badging here and the side blinker here. The M badging is not visible out here, so I'll put that in the picture at the end of the video, so you can see a more close-up detail of those badging and other things. Very clean body line, looks great. We have the fuel filler cap here and the rear wheels and the alloys, so they do look great, absolutely great. Let's move towards the rear of the car. This is one of the familiar BMW design languages from the 90s. It looks absolutely beautiful. The tail lights are done in a very beautiful manner by Solido. They are very clear, very well laid out, no pegs, so you can't see the plastic pieces inside holding it. So it has been done very nicely by Solido. And here is the lock for the trunk, and we have the M3 badging here and the BMW logo here. This is the tow hook cover, and we have the quad exhaust, two on each side. So perfectly done by BMW, perfectly replicated by Solido. The spoiler is also very subtly done here. It's a lip spoiler kind of thing. It's a little bit raised and it looks just awesome. So very beautifully done. And since we are here looking at the exhaust tip, let's take a look underneath the car as well. So underneath we have this exhaust line, and then it splits into quad exhaust. Very well done. And it's a very neat layout underneath the car. And if you can see, it's a licensed product, licensed by BMW. It's a BMW E46 Coupe M3, and it's made by Solido. So important details out there, very clearly mentioned. The underneath of the car is very clean and looks very good. So let's move back to the rest of the model. And taking a look on the other side is the same thing. There is no extra feature or anything out here, and it's a clear body model, meaning it doesn't have any decals or any livery out there. It's just a plain body model from Solido. So let's get inside the car and let's take a look. But before we move on, let's take a look at a little bit more details on the outside. If you see on the rear, we have the rear defogger on the glass. So very thoughtful of Solido to have it there. The rear defogger looks good. It's on the rear window, the rear glass, and it's actually painted on the outside. One good thing about Solido models is this black outlining on all the glass pieces. So if you see, there's a black frame here, there is a black frame here, even this one has a black frame. So it enhances the style of the car, right, like in the real models. Here we have a sun protection, if you can say that. I don't know what it is called. It's in blue. And of course you have the wipers here. They have a little bit of play around, so they move a little bit, but it's there. And if you might have noticed, the mirrors are in body colored, and we do have the signature shark fin antenna here on the top. So I think that covers the entire outside of the car. Let's move into the car and see what's inside. Let's take a look inside the car from the driver's side first. And the first thing you notice is the frameless windows. So it's a M3 coupe, it's a sports model, and you don't have door frames, so it just has frameless windows out there. While we are at the window, let's take a look at the door pockets. The door pad is very neatly done in dual color, chrome and black. You have the switches here, the door opening switches, and you have the speaker system. It's a very neatly done layout by Solido. Must appreciate them for that. So it looks very beautiful out there. Okay, let's now take a look inside the model. Let me zoom in, and as you can see, it has got the signature BMW steering wheel with the BMW logo in the center. You got the foot pedals out there, the dead pedal and the two accelerator and the brake pedals out there. And if you can see, the seat has sort of a memory function seats. I don't know if it was an automatic seat back then, but then here it looks more like it has memory control function out there. And if you can see, here is the different controls of the switch. I think that's the seat belt holder probably. So looks good. I mean, it's replicated very well from the real model. And let's move on to the passenger side so we get a more better view of the driver side from the passenger side door. So let's switch to the other side. Yes, and yes, absolutely beautiful views from here. You can see the center console. You can see the gear shift lever out there. You can see the hand brakes, not the brakes but the brake, and you have the gear shift lever out there. So the dashboard is black and the underneath of the dashboard is beige, or maybe white if you can say that. It's a dual color cockpit. And it looks very awesome, very beautiful. And yeah, you can have a look at the rear seats from here. I don't know, my camera is reflecting, but you can see the rear seats. They do have all the functionality. They do have seat belts, door pockets. They look very nice. You can see the center armrest. I don't know if the armrest can be lifted. Now the armrest is fixed, you can't lift it. All right, let me zoom out. And as you might have already seen, it's a Solido model, it's a budget model, so only the two doors open. The hood and the trunk don't open, they are sealed. It's made of die-cast though. I know a lot of people have doubts over die-cast and resin, so it's not resin, it's not plastic, it's die-cast. But the boot and the hood and the trunk do not open, only the two doors open. But that doesn't take away from the beauty of this model and the quality of this model. It's a very well made car. It's pretty much heavy, not very much, but then it's pretty much good weight. It has got a good weight to it, and the steering wheels do work. It does roll freely. One thing to note is that it doesn't have suspension. So most of the 1:18 scale models do have functional suspension, but Solido doesn't. So that's one of the demerits of Solido models. You can probably go for an auto art or something, for a BMW M3, but that would be probably 3 times or 4 times pricier. But for about 40 to 50 euros or $50, you can get this model very cheap, right? So it looks great, the model is awesome, the details are great, the finishing is fabulous. It just doesn't have suspension and has only two opening parts, and those are the two doors. So apart from that, it's a great model. It's a must have in your collection. If you are a BMW fan, if you are an M3 fan, you can have this in your collection. I do have the BMW E30 as well, from Solido. I'll put a link to that video in the description. You can go check it out. So you can get it online. These models are sold online across the world. You can look it up in eBay. And yeah, that's about it. I think I forgot to mention one thing, just noticed. If you see here, the sun visors are here. It looks like sun visors, looks great. The rear view mirror is there, right? I just missed that part, but overall it's a very good model. I must appreciate Solido for giving us models at such cheap prices with good details. So that's my review of the BMW M3 E46 from Solido. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up, do share it with your automobile friends, automobile enthusiasts, people who collect models. Please do share it with them. Please do subscribe to the channel, and do watch out the nice pictures that I have clicked at the end of the video. There are some close-up shots of many things that I might not have showed it to you, so please do take a look at the pictures. Do not close the video, please. Take a look at the pictures at the end of the video. So with that, I thank you for your time and your patience watching this review, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.